Hello, so today's video we're just going to do a quick little cherry pick, I suppose, of some lots that we have coming up or ending next couple of days in the July auction. So a lot of different things going on here. We've got our charity bottles, we'll talk about that after, but these are just a couple of things I've just gone up and down shelves and picked I thought was interesting and are worth talking about. So everyone by now should be aware of the Dingle Founding Fathers cask program. It's going on 12-13 years now, so it's been a long drive for some people. They've had the cask a long time. Some of them have gone ahead and bottled theirs at 8 years old and 10 years old, and we're getting 12 years old now, and we're going to get 15s and 20s, and God knows how long it's going to go on for. But this is the start of a lot of these sort of cask programs. And interestingly enough, we also have Mickle, and they have a similar smaller cask program using like mostly 50-litre casks, so it's a lot. You don't get as much in the barrels obviously, and again you could probably impart a lot more flavour in the barrels in a short time, so it's a clever way of doing it. And this is a much more approachable way of cask ownership, because the yield out of 50-litre might only be 60-65 bottles. So again, I could drink 60 bottles of a good whiskey. I'm sure most people could. You know, you got families and friends, and then the family and friends you don't know about when you have whiskey, you know, and you know, it all comes to the fore. But this one is the first one we've ever actually sold at auction. There is a couple more expected later this year, but this one is the Cooley Reserve series, and it's an Oloroso finish. So again, that's one to look out for. We only have 2 bottles of it this month at auction. The yield was 64 bottles, so they will go quick. I don't know if we're going to get any more either. So again, something interesting, something a little different to try. Speaking different, we also have transportation whiskey. So Tasmanian whiskey, it's a single cask strength whiskey, but this is cask number 1. It's a single pot still whiskey. Again, it's got sort of it's a nod to Irish whiskey, and it's nod to how, you know, transportation being, you know, convicts and whatnot transferred over to the other side of the world when they're a bit naughty. So again, nod to the Irish there. Cool bottle. I've tasted it. Good whiskey too. These here are in the auction right now. They're actually kind of low on the bidding, so I wanted to talk about them because they're very interesting. It's actually 4 bottles in the one lot, and it's mostly American whiskey, but there is 1 Scotch. And this seems to be an American sort of independent bottler, and they're picking up very special, exclusive, you know, barrels of whiskey, and they're called orphan whiskey or orphan barrels, and you can see that from the labeling. I love the artwork, I love the design, I think it's cracking. There's different things going on here, different distilleries from around America, and also you can see they've got a single grain 24-year-old Scotch whiskey as well in there, so it's not just American whiskey. So again, one to see. I hope it does well. Really interesting lot. And finally, well, almost finally, I have a couple more things to talk about. We have a charity lots. So you know, we are raising money this month for the Lions Club in Dundalk. We have a 26-year-old Bushmills Crystal Malt, and we're hoping to raise lots and lots of money for them, so do dig deep and do bid generously. And we also have a very kind donation of a Middleton Very Rare 2019, which is also all proceeds going to Dundalk Lions Club. We also have our competition we've just started doing every month now. So if you spot something special in the photos, flag it to us. You may win yourself €50 credit for this month's auction. So competition winner will be announced on Friday, and you will have 2 days to figure out where you're going to spend your €50 credit with us. You know, that will be a little bit wrapped up later, coming on Friday. And also another thing I did note that most people aren't aware of. You may like it, you may not. This here is a bottle of Popcorn Sutton's original recipe moonshine liquor. So if you don't know who Popcorn Sutton is, he's kind of like the John Teeling to American moonshiners, modern moonshiners. And this is basically his original recipe being replicated and bottled now for consumption. Very hard to get a bottle of. I'd say this is the only bottle in Europe. That's how rare this stuff is. They don't make a lot of it. It's relatively new. It's 50%. It's not Irish poteen. It is American moonshine. Something different, something interesting. If you're into that type of thing, get your hands on it, because I don't think we're going to have another one anytime soon. So that is it. So look, any questions, reach out to us, and enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time. Take care.